Alrighty. Let's find us and tag us and share us. All of the things. Hey Robin, how are you? You're the first one in. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay, or if I need to adjust anything for you. All right, there we are. Tagging my followers, so if you have your notifications turned on, thank you for sprinkling, Robin. If you have your notifications turned on to get notifications of when I go live, you'll see this. Good, great, thank you, Robin. And how you do that, the three little dots at the upper right-hand side of your screen, you can click on that. Facebook, when you follow a page, hey Christine, Facebook has your notifications set to their default, which is you get some notifications. But if you have favorite people that you like to follow and you'd like to know when they go live, you can click on those three dots and adjust your notifications for the individual pages that you follow. Otherwise, if you just rely on Facebook's default, sometimes you'll get a notification, sometimes you won't. And even when you adjust your notifications, you guys, it's Facebook. I mean, they change the rules every day, so you gotta roll with the punches, I guess. Hey, Albert. Yep, did you see her? She's back there. She just loves to put herself in the crate when mommy goes live. And then when mommy has to go bye-bye and put her in the crate, close the door, she loses her mind. So there's that. Christine, I'll show you your baby. Your bunny Nutkin's back here. She's still hanging out, doing great. The front is pretty dry. The back is still very tacky and wet. I'm gonna give her another day to dry on the front, and then I'll start carefully rotating her and turning so the back will get dry. She's still very, like if I hold her in the middle, you could see. She's stuck, because she's a big girl and she is bending because she's still wet. So I'll be working on that. And this is what I made live yesterday, guys. It's drying really nice. Thank you, Robin. It's drying really nice. The little waffle s'more macaron cookie situation. That's available. My mason jar back there is available, and the bunny beehive is available. That's all I have available. Everything else has been adopted out. All right, guys, how's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing? Say hi as you come in so I know you're here. And thank you, as always, to everyone who likes, follows, and shares. I appreciate you. Hey, Julie, how are you? All right, guys, I did make a version of this bunny last year. So if you've been following me since last year, you may have seen it. I think I did it twice. Oh, Christine, I'm so glad you love it. Hey, Patty, welcome. I think I made this twice last year. It's a cutter set I got from Walmart last year. So I don't even know if they still have it this year. But if you love it and want to look for it, there's a website, cookwcolor.com, COOKWCOLOR.com. It's an 8-piece cookie cutter set, and it's CWC, Cook with Color. I know that's backwards, guys, but if you want any of the information, it's a cute bunny set. So I know I did it twice last year. I did the whole bunny once, like that ragdoll bunny I just showed, and then I do believe I did it again, just the head. And I gave her glasses and a bubble gum, and I put her on a straw. How I can remember that, I don't know, because Most days I don't remember by lunchtime what I had for breakfast. Hey Shelby, how are you? Hi Holly, hi Debbie, hi guys. Yeah, people are slowly popping in because I'm on an hour early. We had a lot of girls out sick today. A lot of designers and crafters out sick today, which is sad. Or conflicts, sick or conflicts. All right, so the ears, the face, the body, the arms, and the feet are all in white. I just reached out to Angie Man Crafting this morning because I only have that much left of her white. I like to use her white. This is the first bag I've ever got from her, and I told her it works really well with cutters. It's a little bit firmer than my normal go-to. You guys know, normally I use Debbie's Bright Ideas, Mariposa's Creations, or the Primitive Pumpkin. They all three are the same exact formula, and that's my go-to. It's a soft, firm clay, meaning it's soft out of the bag to work with. It doesn't require a lot of conditioning. It rolls out beautiful. It cuts pretty good with cutters, and it dries firm with no texturing or cracking. It's not too soft and it's not too firm. It's in that sweet spot. Angie's is a different texture. It's a little bit more on the firm side, but not as firm as like Glitz and Glue firm. It's still soft and it's kind of spongy. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's a different texture. Hey, Sherry. But I have found it works for me really, really, really good with cutters. And you guys know I do a lot of designing with cutters. So, long story short, I reached out to Angie to see if I could get some more white because I use a lot of white. I just like hers for my white for my base. And she's sold out of white right now. I think a lot of people are sold out of white right now. So, that's all I have left. It'll be enough to do this project. And then I'll just muddle through until she restocks. All right, I'm going to set these off to the side a little. But all of these are with the white. So we're going to get going. Hey, Brandy, how are you? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're going to get started. It's so pretty out today. It's a little bit warmer today than yesterday. I had a very successful live sale yesterday. So I think I had 12 separate things that needed Sutter. I am making a bunny with a 14-piece bunny cutter set. So we're going to make this bunny together. And in the beginning of my video, I showed the set and the information if you wanted to try to locate it, if you love this set. Otherwise, you might have something in your stash that might work, that's similar, and it might work. So I ran to the post office. I got them all except for Christine's. Christine's ragdoll bunny is back there drying. And I'm gonna start working on, hopefully today, Christine, I have the head cut at least. I still have to cut the body and do the sanding and then start covering the pieces with clay. I have orders for 2 more of those cute little puppies that I've been making. They're so cute. They're very time consuming though. They take a couple of days. I usually do the body and the 4 legs and the 4 paws and set that aside. And then I do the head, just the head, and put the eyes in and set that aside and let that all dry overnight. And then I come back in the next day and finish the head with the muzzle and the nose and the whiskers and the ears and the hair. And then I attach the head to the body because I like giving the body and the head a day to dry. So you have to apply some force with the head to get it on the dowel into the body. And when I've done that in the past with it wet, it has mal-shaped the head a little. So I've made so many of them now, I just like to give it a day or at least a night, overnight, to dry the parts and pieces. And then I attach the head to the body the next day. Jan Cook, hello. How the heck are you? We've been missing each other. And I know you've been out a bit because of your recent back in the hospital surgery again. I hope you're feeling better. And I probably missed it, but why did that all happen the second time? I know the first time with your gallbladder, but why did that all happen the second time? Did you push yourself and go back to work too soon, or was it inevitable to happen? Because I remember you saying something, sludge, something. I don't understand gallbladder, but I remember you saying. So I feel like your answer is going to be, it would have happened one way or the other. That going back to work didn't push you down the path to having a relapse. But you got to be careful, girl. All of us. I was texting with one of my daughter-in-laws this morning. We were talking and this, that, and the other, and I'm like, oh yeah, whatever we were talking about. I'm like, yeah, remember Dad and I, we don't, I think visiting on a Saturday. I says, oh yeah, Dad likes to visit on a Saturday as opposed to Sunday, because this way we come in Saturday for the visit and go back home, and then he has Sunday, a day of rest, to rest before he goes back to work on Monday. I says, we're not as young as we used to. We don't bounce back as quick as we used to. She laughed. She laughed. It's a thing though, guys. I mean, I feel like I'm still young, but I'm not. I'm gonna be 62 this summer. Holy cow, guys. How did that happen? How did that happen? All right, I'm rolling this out with using my 1/4-inch guides on my roller. You guys know those are my go-to. This will be the back side because there's lots of air bubbles that I am working through. I want to get them all out. There's a piece of fuzz. We want to get that out. What's everyone up to? How's your weather? I hope you're all in areas where it's nice and not snowing. My mother-in-law lives in upstate New York, and they still have snow on the ground. Urgh, yuck. It's such a beautiful spring day here that I could open the doors and the windows to get some fresh air in, but I don't dare because we are right in the throes of our pine pollen season. We get really bad pine pollen, like you'll sit on breezy days and it'll just be yellow clouds wafting through the air of all the pine pollen on a breezy day. We're right in the midst of that. So I actually have been, I made a couple of appointments to meet with pressure washing companies to have them come out, look at the house and give us quotes. And booked my appointment with one of them this morning, and it's April 16th. They are really not doing anything until the middle of April because you have to wait until the pollen stops. It's no sense spending all that money to have your house and your outdoor furniture washed and your windows, and if the pollen is still falling, because it'll just make a mess. First surgery, gallbladder removal. Second and third surgeries, Jan. That's right. Immediately after your first, you did go back, and then you had a couple of weeks, and then you had to go back again. Gallstones, yep. Fourth, Jan, I didn't. Surgery 3 weeks ago. Hernia surgery because the other surgery. Jan, you poor baby. Oh my gosh. That's horrific. That is such trauma on your body. Oh my gosh. No wonder Tommy's telling you to sit and relax and don't do anything. Holy cow. That is very traumatic. All right, this looks good. Let's come over with our oil. You guys, I just use baby oil. For any newbies, you can use any kind of oil. When I first started, I was using Pea cooking spray. I do have coconut oil in the jar, although I have to heat it in my microwave for a few seconds because it's solid. It's almost like Crisco shortening. It's solid in the jar. The kind of coconut oil I bought. It's not liquid. So I tend to not use that often. It works great, but it's just a pain to have to put it in the microwave. Yes, ma'am. Tapping out. I would have tapped out like 3 surgeries ago, Jan. All right, let's cut as many of our parts and pieces as we can. Oh, you know what Juliana had told us? I think these cutters are going to be okay because they're metal and they're sharp on the edges. But I gave that as a tip Tuesday when I was working on the ragdoll bunny for Christine. If you're using a plastic, like a 3D printed cookie cutter, they tend to be thicker. And Juliana tells us to cut them on your hard surface, not on your silicone mat. You'll get a crisper, cleaner edge. These, I think I'm going to be okay because these are metal and they have sharp edges. You see how clean that came out? You can't beat the metal cookie cutters, guys. They just perform so well. Where's my big ball tool? Where's my big guy? Where's my big ball tool? There he is. There he is. So I like using the biggest one to pop my shapes out. There's nothing like a metal cookie cutter, guys. Look, it comes out like perfect. I don't even really have to smooth the edges. It just comes out perfect. You know what? I'm thinking. I want to double this up. We're going to double this up because I know in the past when I haven't doubled up, when I just do single on a big project like this, it has a tendency to curl. And you know with my puzzle cutters, you always cut the base and then you cut all the puzzle pieces and piece them onto the base. This doesn't have a base. So we're going to make a base. We're going to do 2 layers of everything to give it that extra width. So as it dries, it's not going to curl. It's going to dry nice for me. All right, so there's the 2 ears. I stand when I cut pieces, guys. And then we'll piece them together. Am I in camera? Make sure I'm in camera. You guys, I start on one edge. Lay your clay down just on one edge. You won't want to just hold it over and drop it on because you'll never line it up. So I start on one edge, line it up, and work my way over to the other edge, and then you get perfect, or as close to perfect lining up as possible. See what I mean now? Now it's a 1/2 inch thick because I used my 1/4 inch rollers. Thank you for the prayers, Tisha. And we're good. We're good. It won't curl. 1/2 inch won't curl. If you do a 1/4 inch, because I have done that in the past, if you do a 1/4 inch on a large project like this, because like my ice cream truck, I don't know if any of you watched me make the ice cream truck last year. I only did it a 1/4 inch, and that was a large, and it curled. I did 2 of them, and both of them curled. So the people that ended up buying them, I gave them a big discount because it curled. I'm like, they're still cute. You still can use them in your trees or as a wreath attachment. They just curled a little. All right, so I don't have to be so concerned. I have some imperfections on this clay. I don't have to be so concerned because I'll cut one as the bottom, and that could have some imperfections. some wrinkles or lumps or bumps or whatever. Not a problem. And then we'll make sure when we do the top layer that one's really good with no lumps or bumps. So this one just has a few blemishes in the clay. I was gonna work around it, but I changed my design midway. Hey Dana, how are you? Hi Margarita. Hi guys, welcome. How you guys doing? Welcome. I'm making a bunny with a cute little 14-piece cutter set I got from Walmart last year. All right, this is one of the arms and it does have some imperfections. So that'll be the bottom. And the arms are, let me find a piece here that's good. Okay, so we're done with that arm. All right, so this is good. We'll piece this onto Jan. Girl, yeah, you need to be careful. That's scary. Like I was just saying, none of us are getting any younger, unfortunately. And we think we're still Superwoman, like we used to back in the day. We can do it all and go like the Energizer Bunny, and then you just can't. You just can't. I used to put up 12 trees for Christmas, you guys, and I would have it all done, the entire house in like a week with 12 trees. Now I put up one tree that I have to decorate, our big one in the family, and all the other ones are small that I just put away decorated and pull back out, like little 3-foot or 4-foot pencil ones where I could put them in closets decorated. And it takes me all week. Yeah, sometimes that's even worse than the fall, Jan. If you catch yourself falling, because that's when you tend to pull something. Sometimes if you just fall, your body goes limp and you fall. But if you try to catch yourself when you're falling, sometimes that does more damage. All right, here's our two for the other side, and that one does have an imperfection in the clay, so that'll be our bottom. This will be the top. All right, there's those two. What else can I cut? Can I get another face out of? No, I can't get another face. I can get the bottom of the body. So let's do, I have the bottom of the face. Let's do the bottom of the body. I don't even have to oil these that much, guys. They're behaving beautifully for me. The oil is good to work with. Hey, Debbie. 12 trees, yeah. 2, right. Same, Jan, same. Same. When we had the bed and breakfast, I would put up 12 trees. I had trees in our 4 guest rooms. I had trees in the formal dining room, the formal living room, in our family room, in the keeping area, the keeping room. I can't anymore. I just can't. First off, we don't have room to store all that because we downsized. And second off, I don't have the energy. I just don't have the energy. Can I get a paw? Yeah, I can get a paw out of that little bit that's left, and then we'll squish it up and roll it out again. So we got 1 paw bottom, 1 head bottom, and 1 body bottom. And we have our 2 arms fully done, our 2 ears fully done. All I'm gonna have to grab a piece of parchment and put these off to the side because you guys can see I'm out of room, and you know what would happen. You know what would happen if I tried rolling clay next to these good pieces. It would be no bueno, guys. It would be no bueno. I would end up rolling into my pieces. I've done that live on camera before. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. I know myself. When you're rolling clay, you need room. You need room. Just roll the clay. Spread out and roll the clay. All right, let's give this a little condition. Jan, did you do all your trees like different themes? Each room, different theme? That's what I would do. I had a Victorian one, and then I had my husband's man one with his golf and his fish and his sports stuff, and then I had a snowman one, and then I had a patriotic one, then I had a farmhouse one, and then up in the guest rooms I would put small trees in little metal buckets on the mantles of the fireplaces, because every room in the house had a fireplace. We had 9 fireplaces in the house because the house was built in 1870. That's how they heated their homes back then. But in the guest rooms, I didn't want to take up a lot of room because people come in with, you know, their suitcases and all their stuff. So I would put like little 18-inch ones on the mantle in the on the fireplace in the guest room. So at least when people would stay with us during the holidays, their rooms would be festive. And then I would put other like smaller things around, but I didn't want to really do any big trees in the guest rooms because I didn't want to take up their space. All right, and let's roll this out 1/4 inch, get the bubbles out. You guys, spring and Easter is my second favorite holiday next to Christmas. How about you guys? What is your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is Christmas. My next favorite holiday / time of year is spring and Easter. Like all of my bunny Easter stuff I have up now, I'll leave up all spring. Even though if it leans a little bit Eastery, I don't care. It's bunnies and it's adorable. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Welcome. So happy you're here. I leave my bunnies up. My bunnies are up now. When I take snowmen down, I put bunnies up and I leave them all spring. And then when I take bunnies down, I start putting summer stuff. Summer, like my watermelons and, you know, all my summer stuff. But Christmas is my favorite season to decorate for. And then the next is spring / Easter. And I don't do anything different for Easter and spring. I just put it all up like now and leave it up. Different things, several big. Do keep trees up all year. 2 smalls and a skinny tree in the kitchen. That's fun. Well, you know, I have my one here in my craft room, my little 24-inch, and I change that out seasonally. All right, let's turn this over and see what the front of the clay looks like. All right, let me give it another. I have a little black spot there. I think I can probably work around, go over it, and try to get out any, because I gotta have a top for the face and a top for the body. So I need 2 good sections. Hey, Maritza. Summer, autumn, Thanksgiving, and Christmas for Tisha. Favorite is Christmas and Mardi Gras and Easter. Yeah, those are 3 good ones, Maritza. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna get 2 big good spots on this. I might have to roll it one more time. Because for the face and the body, guys, I want the clay to have no imperfections whatsoever. So let's see. Over here, I think I can do the body right there. Let's see if I can find a spot for the face. No. All right, let's do the other little paw. All right, so this is good. When you guys design and create with air dry foam clay, are you like that? Do you have to, when you have your good top piece, I feel like it has to be perfect with no wrinkles or lumps or bumps. I know a lot of people say, oh, as the clay dries, it'll puff up. I even say that. It puffs up and the imperfections will come out. But if it's the face, mine has to be perfect. Your kitchen tree is confused, Jan. It's Valentine's and candies and snowman head. That's cute, Jan. I love that. I love that. All right, there's one of the other paws. Do another paw. All right, we got all the paws done. We got the body done. I just have to roll one more piece for the head, guys. I wouldn't be happy with it if my face had, see, Tammy, yep, especially the face, especially the face. The body, I mean, she's gonna have her arms, she's gonna hold a carrot, so I could probably camouflage some of that, but I feel like, guys, the face has to be perfect. The face just has to be perfect. And in this case, I wanted the body as close to perfect as I could get it. This looks good, although I think there's a little bubble there. Don't you dare. How does that happen, you guys? It looked good, and then when I popped it out, a bubble appeared. Okay, I think I got it out. I think it'll be okay. It's right where the neck is. How does that happen? All right, let's bring the body piece over and we'll piece them together, and then we can start. Let me just quickly try to get a face, and then we can start putting this cutie pie together. All right, one more time. Hi, Maricela, your order shipped out this morning. She's in the laundry room getting a drink. I hear her getting it. She just moseyed. She was in here this whole time. She just moseyed out. All right. We're making a bunny. It's gonna hold a carrot. Gonna be so cute. I built some cute little eyes for her. Gonna be so cute. And I was just telling everyone how much I am smitten with bunnies. I love me some bunnies. I used to have a pet bunny when I was a teenager. And then my kids had pet bunnies when they were young, my boys. Okay, let's roll out. Let's flip it over. You guys, you have just been standing here so patiently watching me roll out clay. Like I have a good section where I probably could and that's what I do. I go back and forth in the areas if there's any little imperfection. Get it out. All right, I feel like I have a section right here that will be good for the face. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Eliza. Welcome. How are you ladies doing today? Welcome in. How are you doing? Are you having a good day? What's today? Thursday? Is today Thursday? Having a good Thursday? All right, let's see. I might have fixed it. There's a little spot of blue there. You guys are probably like, Debbie, just cut it already. Oh, here's a good spot on this side. Perfect. 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 Oh, hey, Prissy. Welcome. All right, we got all our pieces cut. Woo! That was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 pieces. Because we had to do 2 of each. All right, I think we're good to go now. I'm going to seal off the clay. Sweet home Alabama. Hey, Ginger from Alabama. Welcome. So happy to have you here. Okay, I don't know why that's stuck in there as it was coming out. I was probably a little too rough with it, but we made it work. All right. So I'm going to remove the rolling pin out of our way. We're going to start bringing our pieces back. So here's the bottom of the face. And let's just piece our good, nice, smooth top piece onto the bottom. Finger press it all the way around. Give it a good push so we won't have any air bubbles. Hopefully. Hey, Dee, how are you? Alyssa, thank you for sprinkling. Appreciate you. All right, that's good. There's the head, the body, the ears, 2 bunny paws, 2 bunny arms, and we're gonna do the little toes on the paws. But first, let's do the face. Let's do the eyes. Before this clay starts forming a skin. Oh, sorry guys, that was my tacky glue. All right. I pulled these for the eyes. And I love them because they already have the eyelashes and I don't have to try to draw the eyelashes in. And I think they're a good size for her. So we're gonna do 1 there and 1 there. So we'll put them in. We'll add a teeny bit of, actually, they're not adhesive backed, guys. So I'm gonna add tacky glue to the back of the eyes. They're not the resin adhesive backed. They're felt. I think I got them from Felt Avenue, feltavenue.com. All right, and then I just want to come back in, hover over the areas where I thought I would put them. When I'm happy with it, then we'll let them go ahead and set down and push them in a little. Now I don't have to countersink these in as far as the resin eyes, guys, because these are just felt, they're flat. The resin eyes are almost like 3D because they have that resin bubble on the top. If you're working with felt eyes, I'm pushing them down a little just so as the clay dries, they don't like protrude off, but I'm certainly not doing what I normally do with the resin eyes. I'm just pushing them down a little so they sink into the clay a little. But for the most part, they're just resting on the top. So you're gonna have some cute big eyes. Hobby Lobby fella. They do, Tammy. You're outside now? Yeah, it's close to 80 here today, Michelle. Finally, it turned because it was cold earlier this week. All right, there's her little eyes. Okay, so I pulled some pink. We're gonna give her a bunny nose. You guys know for my bunnies, I like to use these little plunger cutters I have from Hobby Lobby. What size nose is she gonna want? I think the largest size. So we'll roll a little of this clay out. Yes, they do. They're in the aisle, y'all. They don't have a huge selection, but they do have some felt eyes. Hobby Lobby, they're in the aisle with the felt and the glitter foam sheets and the kids' crafts like the pom-poms and all of that. All right, we got to give her some cheekers. You all know how much I love to shadow on wet clay. Just kidding. I'm just going to use my regular acrylic roller because I want this slightly less than a 1/4 inch. I don't want it super thick. Go over it quick with some oil so it pops out easy peasy for us. Pick an area that's nice with no imperfections and pop it out. Look how easy that is. You guys, this set has hearts, circles, and stars, or I bought them all individually and just store them in the bag. That's probably what happened. I probably bought them all individually and store them in the bag together. But those 3 shapes are really good. All right, before I go any further, let's give her some 84, not in Florida, nice. When I checked around noon here to figure out whether I wanted to ride my bike over to the post office or if I needed to take my car, it was like 72 here at noon. So now that it's 2:45, I would guess it's probably mid to upper 70s. It's beautiful out. All right, we're gonna shade and we're gonna go light and add layers because it's wet clay. I get quiet when I shade, y'all. 65 in New York. Where in New York are you, Nancy? I know I just shipped something to you, but I don't remember off the top of my head. My family lives in upstate, outside of Utica and Syracuse. That's where we moved from. Her face is looking good, you guys. I'm giving her over-exaggerated cheeks because we're gonna do the bunny cheeks. So I wanted to make sure there was a good amount of shading under there. We'll come back and do more shading when we add the cheeks. So cute! Oh my goodness, she's so cute. 81 in Louisiana, wow. All right, I'm gonna grab this. Let's size cheekers. 1/2 of a tablespoon or a tablespoon? I lied. I thought we were done with the white. 73 in West Virginia. I'm supposed to get 79. Nice, yeah. I feel like we are finally turning the corner with this crazy winter weather. It's been a very old-fashioned, long, harsh winter for everyone. Well, not everyone, because Maureen lives in Montana, home for every season, and she was saying they had a mild winter this year. But I feel like the South and East Coast has had a harsher than normal winter. We did here, at least, here on the coast. One of our palm trees, I had my landscape guy here the other day. I was talking to you guys about it because we have this new house next to us now. We're gonna have him come in and do some privacy screening landscaping on both sides. So when we're sitting out in our backyard right now, it's very much like a fishbowl. I want some privacy. And I had him look at my one palm tree in the back. I got one in the front doing great, 2 in the back. One's doing great. And the other one, it all turned brown at the top. He checked it though. He shook on it. He's like, no, it's rooted and there is green down in the core. He said, just trim away the brown. And the green will pop as we move into spring and summer. 65 for tonight. It's nice when the night starts staying a little bit warmer. I like that when the night starts staying a little bit warmer. 2 chunky teardrops, kind of about the same. Get them as close as possible. Come in with my sorry guys, oh my gosh, it keeps slipping. My acrylic plate, it was in the top of my cart and it kept slipping. All right, I think this is a good size. Because I like the big fat, I like big eyes and big cheeks on my characters. So we're gonna flatten them just a little, not a lot, just a little. And your acrylic plate, block, whatever you wanna call it, works really good for that. Fence it for Bailey too. My yard, Marcella, I can't. She's so tiny. We have big birds here because we're on the water. We actually have eagles in our neighborhood, bald eagles. And we have all kinds of big hawks and herring cranes. We couldn't. She's only 7 pounds. They would pick her up and like try to drag her away. We couldn't let her go loose in the backyard. We just couldn't. There's a little something right there, like a little piece of fuzz on the side that I want to be my good side. There, we got it. All right, so are these too big? No, we're going for it. We're going for it. They're pretty big though, guys. Right? She would get carried away. Actually, someone in our, not the bed and breakfast, but our previous house, previous to that, we were in a wooded area and someone had a little dog, like a little toy poodle or a little, Yorkie. And they had it running loose in their backyard. They were out there with it and a hawk came and scooped it and flew off with it and then dropped it. I know that's a little horrific. Feel like they might be too big. No, we're doing it. She's gonna have big cheeks, guys. I just said I like the big cheeks. All right, and then I come in, is this one too big? Yeah, I think so. Then I come in with my ball tool and this one. And this little pointy tool. And I kind of make that little indent where the two of them meet, pointy, because I'm not using just a ball for the nose. I am using the heart that has the point. So I give it a little spot for it to rest. The point of the heart. Tuck it right in there. And push it on down. And then I'll use my ball tool. If it got misshaped, to help smooth it out. And then, so all that clay dries together, super cute. And then I do come in with kind of, depending on the size of your face, ball tool. And right on the bottom where the two cheekers meet, I come in and make a little hole. I go in and then drag it up to make like a little bunny mouth. A little bunny mouth. Come in with a bigger one. Make a little hole. I'll hold it up to the camera. It makes a cute little mouth. Makes a cute little mouth. See? You can clean that edge up on the cheek. you guys can see, I know other designers are not like this. I'm super fussy with the faces. All right, we'll give her some more shadow on her little bumpy cheekers now. And then we can add her little parts and pieces. So I got the shadow under the cheekers, and then I'm adding more like on top. So her cheeks are nice and shaded and cute. Then I'll see, I might do some of those iridescent whiskers like you saw me do on the bunny that I made for Christine. They make cute whiskers on a bunny. Cute, that looks cute. I like big features on my characters, and I like really shaded cheeks. That's a sweet bunny face, right? I think the eyes are cute. The eyes are cute. All right, guys, so let's start adding some of these parts and pieces before this clay gets too dry. I'm gonna come in with my glue brush that's sitting in a little pot of water over here, and I'm just gonna add some gluey water onto where the ears are gonna connect to the head, and that'll help it to stick on. And we want all of the clay touching all of the clay. Oh, how cute. How cute. We're gonna do the pink in the middle of the ears, and then we'll probably give her a bow. I'm gonna make an indent with my finger where we're gonna be adding the pink. To give it a little bed to rest in. Okay. Can you see it? Is the camera picking it up? Each ear has like a little indent. Oh, thank you, Betsy. Oh, no worries. You can watch what you missed on the replay. That's the awesome thing about replay. All right, I'm gonna come back in with my glue brush, sitting in my pot of water over here. It's sitting in gluey water, so it's not, I'm not really adding glue, but it's sitting in glue. So it's doing the same, almost the same, like if you added glue. All right, and then I want all of the white from the body touching all of the white of the face. So as it dries, we don't want it to pull away and create a separation line. So I'm finger pressing that seam in really good so there's no air gaps, okay? So then next we've got our arms and our paws. Let's finish off our paws. We need to do the little pads, the little circles for the pads. So I'm gonna move this aside. She's coming cute, she's coming cute. All right, so let's see. That might be cute to do tiny little hearts on her. What do you guys think? Instead of circles for her little pads on her paws, we can do tiny little hearts. Or should we do circles? Let's vote. Okay, sounds good, Betsy. Yeah, for anything you might have missed. Where's my smallest circle? We'll vote. Do you guys think we should do the tiny little pads on the paws as circles or as hearts? What do you guys say? I'll do whatever you guys say. I'll put them here and I'll start getting my pink clay out. Hearts. Betsy says hearts. 1 vote for hearts. The majority will win. What's the majority say? Lisa says hearts. 2 for hearts. It would be something different, right? And it would match her little nose. Dee says hearts. I didn't give her any shadow on her nose. She needs a little shadow. She'll probably get a little glitter on her nose too. Or some diamond dust. Tammy says hearts. Oh, I think the hearts are the winner. I think the hearts are the winner. It'll be something different, right? Something a little different. Okay. Nancy says hearts. Okay, hearts. We'll do hearts. Put the circles away so I don't accidentally do a heart in a circle. Maritza says hearts. Hearts win. We're doing the hearts. She's so cute. This was in the baking section at Walmart last year. Like they had a little end cap at my Walmart where they had like the spring Eastery baking stuff with the sprinkles and the Easter cupcakes and stuff. So it wasn't even in like the craft section. It was in the actual baking section. All right, I'm gonna roll the clay less than 1/4 inch because these are just gonna be the little pads on her feet. So we don't want them sticking up cuckoo crazy, right? So I need 2 of the larger heart and 6 of the smaller heart, right? For the 1 larger little pad and the 2 smaller ones. So 2 of the larger heart, 1, 2, and then 6 of the smaller one. 1 for the little toes, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let me cut 2 extras in case I mess one up before I put my clay away. And 1 extra of the big one, just in case, because you know what would happen, guys. If Raymond, hi, buddy. How are you, handsome? I saw the project that you posted yesterday. So super cute. The was it candlesticks that you used? So super cute. All right, smoothing out my raggedy edges. So the big one's gonna go in the middle. I'm gonna flatten it just a little, guys, because it is still a little thick. It's still a little thick. Are you at work, Raymond? You guys, that was a good idea with the hearts. I love it. Hey, Elisa, welcome. That looks cute with the hearts as the little pads. I like it. Tell you guys every once in a while, I have like a good idea. Every once in a while. All right, and the little toes. It's something a little unexpected, something a little different. It'll set her apart from all the rest of her bunny friends, right? And what are we gonna name her? You know, I love to name my characters. Oh, how cute. I know, Tammy, right? I will hold it up to the camera as soon as I get these all on. I want to get them on because we did the little paws a while ago and they're already forming the skin. But oh my goodness, how cute. How cute. And that's my favorite. I love when you guys help me design. When you help me make the choices. All right, 2 more. Are you guys excited? That one I kind of elongated a little bit too much I'm gonna flatten them out, but I don't want to change the shape. That one got a little bit too long. He is super cute. I think she's gonna be a girl because I think I'm gonna give her a bow. So what are we gonna name this little girl? All right, let me put this back. All right, we're at 3 o'clock. This is my regular start time. So from 2 to 3, you have this one, Tana? Perfect. Hey, Diane. Your happy mail shipped out this morning. Paper Sweetie's on its way to you. All right, look at how stinking adorable, guys. That was such a cute idea to do the hearts. I love it so much. All right, so how do I want to, because I want her to hold a carrot. So I feel like we have to put her arms on first, and that'll let us know how much room we have for the feet. So I'm gonna do the same thing again because all of our clay is really starting to form a skin, and we cut these pieces earlier. Just my glue brush that's sitting in my little container of water over here. Still gluey. Add it onto the back of one of the little arms. Push it down. We'll add it onto the back of the second little arm. Place it. Push it down. This little girl is so cute. And then what do I want to do for the feet? How do I want the feet to go? On the picture, it has the arms not on top of her, like off to the sides, and the feet off to the sides, but I didn't like how that looked. Her feet need to go on her. So I'm just gonna add some of our gluey water onto 1/2 of the foot. And we're gonna set it on. I will hold it up. Is the glue water a mixture? Lisa, it's just a little container I have with water. And after I use my brushes with glue, I just leave them sitting on the top. This is from the Dollar Tree. I leave them sitting in the water to get the glue off my brushes so I don't ruin my brushes. So they're always just sitting off to the side. I know they're not in camera, so you guys don't know what I'm talking about. It's just a little container with water that I put my glue brushes in. So it's like gluey water. It's nothing that I make, it's just water that I put my glue brushes in. So it's a little bit gluey water. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so cute. Yeah, and then this way, if you need something like, the clay was still wet, but it was drying a little, and you don't really need to really do glue, but if you take your glue brushes sitting in the gluey water, and it'll be just enough to cement them together, okay? All right, so her hands look a little weird like that, but the set did come with a little carrot, and she's gonna be holding a carrot, all right? So let's do the carrot. Thank you, Stephanie. It's a cute little cutter set I got from Walmart last year. Actually, before we do the carrot, you guys, let's back up. Let's do the pink part of her ears, because that is drying quick. Especially, like I said, it's Angie's clay, and it's not as soft as, right, Robin? So cute, right? I love her little feet with the hearts. That was a great idea, guys. This might be too much. This is 1/2 of a tablespoon. It might be too much. Let's see. Might be too much. Adorable, right, Lisa? Yeah, so cute. And I love it. I might have to put something under her little feetsies to prop them up as this dries. Oh, that's too big. What do I have that's small? No. What do I have? Yeah. Shading brush. There's another thick one. Shading brushes under her little feetsies. Because the part that's hanging off her body is wanting to go down. Really cute to have the pink ears fluffy. Betsy! I love that idea. We can do that. She's cute. Gotta watch the replay? Yes, ma'am. All right. So this was a half of a tablespoon. It might be too much. Let's see. Let's see. We'll try one. No, I think that's a good amount. I'm gonna have to cut it off square where it meets her head though. Run to Walmart. Albert, to this one? Yeah. You didn't grab it last year, but it's super cute and you wanna get one this year? Yeah. I love how we all enable one another, right, you guys? A mission to find it, Lisa? Yeah, it's cute, right? It's cute. The next time I go to Walmart, I'll look at mine to see if they have it again. But I shared the information, you guys, in the beginning of my tutorial. So if not, you can go to their website. It's Cook with Color, and their website is cook, C-O-O-K-W, color, COLOR.com. Where is it? It's backwards, I know. But it's cookwcolor.com, Cook with Color, and you might could find it on their website, okay? If you can't find it in a store or on Amazon, guys, check their website. Yep, it's a cutter set that I just held up to show you, Kathy. It's a cutter set that I just held up to show that I got from Walmart last year. It's a cutter set. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 pieces. All right, roll it to get the creases out. Roll it into a teardrop. She's really cute. She was in the baking section of my Walmart last year. I don't know if I've seen her this year. All right, we're gonna flatten these out a little with my acrylic plates. Just a little. And then I'm gonna have to cut the bottom off where it meets her little head. And then we are gonna give her a bow. Okay, I only need to cut that much off. Go back in and smooth that out. I'm gonna come in with one of my brushes a little to make it, do I have a thicker one? Yeah, this one's thicker. To make it rounded, because where it meets her head, it's rounded, you guys. So I wanna round it off a little. Do the same on this one. Try to get them as close as we can. As close as we can. All right, that's probably good. I'm just following that curve of her. Am I out of camera, guys? Yell at me. I'm following the curve of where her ears meets the head pink part of the ears as best I can. You guys, I'm up to season 15 on Heartland. I had to shut the episode off. I was watching late last night because I was starting to fall asleep. So I'll go back and rewatch it tonight, whatever episode I was on, so I don't miss any of it. It's that good, and I don't want to miss any of it. It's so good, you guys. So good. Great. I'm changing the shape a little because originally I just did a curve, but it needs to be more like that to match the curve of her head. Okay, bear with me, guys. You guys know I'm a slow crafter. I'm a slow-ish crafter. Okay, we got it. So cute. All right, so let's take a vote. Do we want the ears fluffy or do we want to keep them flat? Do we want to do the pinch and pull and make them a little fluffy? Yep, 5 pieces. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 pieces. Actually, 8 pieces. 8 pieces. It's an 8-piece set. All right, do we want the ears fluffy or do we want to leave them flat? I kind of like them flat. We are going to add a bow. And you know what I think I'll do? Oh, I can't carry this over. You guys, I don't know. You probably can't see because the camera's so far away. Can you see my bunny up top here? I did the strawberry lemonade sweet glitter on the ears. That's what I want to do on this girl because I think it gives the ears such a pretty finished look. So I think that's what I want to do on this girl. The pink glitter, yes. Betsy wanted them fluffy. Where can I give her a little tail? I don't think I can because she's front facing. She's so stinking cute, you guys. Oh my goodness. Those eyes and that nose in the face. See, that's why I said you really want to do, make sure you do a good job on the face and get all the wrinkles out. Because the face just makes these characters. Just makes it. So cute. Oh my goodness, I love her. What are we calling her? What are we naming her? We'll make her Carrot. Cute, right, Sherry? Cute. She's cute no matter what, right? Yeah, she's a cutie patootie. All right, let's give her a little carrot. And then after this dries, guys, I will want to add the lime margarita sweet glitter on the top of her carrot. That's why I think I'm not going to do fluffy. I'll add the lime margarita sweet glitter on the top of her carrot. And then we'll do the pink lemonade sweet glitter on the pink part of her ears. And I do think she needs a bow. I do think she needs a bow. I feel like every little girl character needs a bow. No one wants wrinkles. Right, Tammy? Yeah. I feel like I got so wrinkly over this past winter because, like I said, it was a long, cold winter and our heat was just running and running and running. And it's so dry in the house and it's spring, so it's dry out. Our humidity hasn't, because we're on the coast and it gets like crazy humid here in the summer, but it's still lovely out. Our humidity hasn't started, so it's such a pleasant time of the year because you actually can bike ride and walk and sit outside and not just sweat to death. But I'm like ready for the humidity almost to come back because I feel like it'll help moisturize my skin a little. because no matter what I do with moisturizer, my skin is still so dry. So dry. All right, I'm gonna cut the top of this off and we're gonna piece it together. So let me come in with my X-Acto knife so I get a nice clean edge. I'm just gonna cut the top of the leaves off. So we just have the carrot, okay? And I'm gonna come in with my fancy tool. Yes, summer's coming, yeah. That's the only thing. Summer does bring the hot and the humid, but I feel like the hot and the humid is so good for your skin. Winter is just harsh. It's so dry in our house. I'm making some of the little lines, like the carrot lines. Cute. So cute. All right, let's do the tippy top, the leaves, and then we'll give her little carrot. And I'm not gonna be able to add this sweet glitter until tomorrow when this dries. I wouldn't dare, you guys, because it'll get all over the bunny and it'll be a disaster. So I'm gonna let her dry overnight. I'll add the glitter to her tomorrow and she will be so stinking pretty. She will be so pretty. Okay, roll a little green out. I don't even have to roll the whole thing. Just roll them in. Cut a little section out for the leaves. We'll do the same thing. Now I'll cut the leaves off again. Finger press it smooth. And then piece it together. Heat, yes, me too, Albert. I'm the same. Love Bug, hi. Everyone say hi to Carissa. Oh, that came out really cute, guys. That came out super cute. All right. Let's give her her little carrot in her hand. And like I said, once this dries overnight tonight, I'll come back in with strawberry lemonade sweet glitter for her ears. Lime margarita sweet glitter for the top of the carrot. I'm gonna put the carrot in her hand and her little bunny paws. Oh, we were gonna give her whiskers. We were gonna try to give her some of those tinsel whiskers, right? Oh, good horse, she's so cute. Let's name her, guys. Let's name her. Let's give her a name. Do I want to do the little tinsel whiskers like I did on Christine's? Do we want to? Let's vote. We'll vote since we're voting on everything. Do we want to add the tinsel whiskers on this girl or leave her be? What do we say? What do we say? She's cute. Those eyes. Those eyes. Right, Carissa? So cute. I'm good either way. If you guys want me to add the tinsel whiskers, I'll add them. If you want me to leave her be, I'll leave her be. I feel like she would only need one on each side. And I almost feel like I should wait until the clay dries to do, no whiskers. All right, Dee said no whiskers. We're gonna leave her be. She's cute as is, and she'll look different than the other girl. Okay, and Sherry says no whiskers too. We're gonna leave her be. She's done then, you guys. She is done. She came out precious. Oh, the bow. We can make the bow, but I'm not going to attach the bow because I need to do the pink lemonade sweet glitter first on the pink, and then I can attach the bow. But let's give her a bow. What color bow does she want? Not pink and not, well, I guess we could do, I was going to say not orange or green. We can give her an orange or a green bow. Do we want to do a blue bow, a yellow bow, a lavender bow? I probably would not do pink because her ears are pink. What color bow? I'll get my bow mold. You guys tell me. What color bow? This bow. Purple, green, purple, yellow, yellow, blue, 2 for yellow, 1 purple, 1 blue, 1 green. Three for yellow. Okay, yellow it is, guys. Yellow it is. And what are we naming her? Let's do a naming contest. Shoot out some names. Shoot out some names. Mint. Ooh, that would have been pretty. Turquoise. Shoot me out some names for her. And the one that I decide that I love, I'll send you some of my custom Hoppy Easter sprinkle mix. Let's give her a cute name. She's a cute girl. She needs a cute name. Betty. The size of this bow is 3 by 2. Let's give her a cute name. We got almost 30 people on here. Everyone give me a suggestion. And the one I love the best, it's the cutest. She's cute. It's got to be a cute, cute name. I'll send you some Happy Mail. Sweet Pea! Millie Fuzzy Bottom. Carissa. Penelope. I love Penelope for a little girl's name. Bopsy. All good ideas. Brenda, did I tell you your Happy Mail shipped out this morning as well? So watch your mailbox for some goodies coming from Paper Sweeties. Blossom. That's a cute one. Blossom. I have a favorite so far in my head, but everyone keep going because someone could come up with an idea. Daisy, that's cute. All right, get my scissors, cut off the excess. I'll smooth this out. And because this is yellow, guys, I can even add some of the pineapple mojito sweet glitter to this. I think this would be pretty. Bubbles. Bubbles is cute. Could almost even give her a bubble. I'm not gonna on this one because I think it would be too close to the carrot, but I could do another one and not do the carrot and give her a bubble gum. Blowing a bubble. That would be so cute. Ariel. That's pretty. I have my favorite so far in my head from all the suggestions, and unless another cuter one comes. Esther. That's like my little granddaughters. My one son who has the 3 little boys, they named all their 3 daughters with old-fashioned, beautiful names. My oldest is Hazel. Poppy. Poppy's so cute. Sassy. My oldest is Hazel. And then the next is Evelyn. And then the next is Dorothy. And it's Dorothy Bernice, and they call her Dottie B. So cute. All right, I'm not gonna add the bow because we wanna let it dry, add this pink lemonade buns. That's cute, Tisha. We wanna add the pink lemonade sweet glitter to her ears tomorrow, and then after that, I'll add the bow. I'll give her bow, and I'll see. I might have to do the bow this way. Those names are popular again. Yeah, I might have to do the tails up on her bow. You guys see me do that a lot. Tails up. So I'll just put the bow next to her. Let it dry with her. Sprinkles! That's a cute one. She came out adorable, and I love her so much. I love her so much. Put these bows back and bring over some of my treat molds. Bow buns. Oh, Bailey, Flopsy, Bonita, Bailey the bunny. So cute. Ellie. You guys, cute ideas. I need another one. No matter what, Carissa, I need another one named Bailey. No matter what, yeah. She's cute. All right, I'm gonna move her back to my table back here so she doesn't get bumped into. She's adorable. Cutie tootie. That's cute. We'll put her back here with Christine's bunny so they can hang out and be besties together until they get adopted out. This is the one I made the other day, guys, and she's going to live at Christine's house when she gets dry. Sweetness, so cute. I love bunnies. I love bunnies so much. Okay, do we have any more ideas? If we're done with the ideas, I have a favorite in mind. Let me put these pieces back in my bag. Pinky poo. That's cute. I have a favorite idea in mind for this little girl. When I look at her face and when I heard the name, it's Honey. Oh, that's cute. You guys, you're giving me such good ideas. All right, I'm gonna leave my parchment over here. Hi, come here. Say hi to the friends. Okay, careful, careful. Adorable bunnies, right? I love bunnies. Say hi, friends. Yeah, here's the original Bailey. Yep. Original. She's gonna be 9 years old next month, guys. Oh my goodness, my baby is grown up. My baby is grown up. 9. She still acts like a newborn puppy though. She's wild. She's so wild. All right, are we done with name suggestions? Do you want me to throw out the name, the winner name? Yeah. I don't even remember who suggested it. So if it was your suggestion, you're gonna have to comment that it was your suggestion. Hi, Bailey. Say hi, Miss Tammy. Hi, Miss Tammy. All right, ready? Do a drum roll, guys. Here's the winner that we're gonna call this bunny. But you'll have more opportunities, guys, because you guys know I like naming all of my characters. Oh, Bailey, baby. Auntie Carissa says that she loves you. She's sending puppy love. She says, hi, Auntie Carissa. Okay, drum roll, guys. And the winner of the naming contest, and you have to reply if was your name, because there were so many suggestions. I forgot who suggested this. Ready? This little bunny is gonna be called Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea. So if that was your suggestion, comment, and then you guys send me a private message because I don't want to forget. And I'll send you some Happy Easter and Bunny Tail, my 2 newest custom sprinkle mixes. Who suggested Sweet Pea? Who suggested Sweet Pea? All right, we're gonna make some candies. So this is my Happy Easter. That was you, Kathy? Yay. All right, send me a private message with your shipping information. That's Happy Easter, and this is my new one, Bunny Tail. See the flecks of silver in it? I'll send you a pack of each, Kathy. All right, so now I need to make some candies and cookies and sweet treats and what have you to go around my tea party bunny cake, because this coming Monday I'm gonna Bailey baby. This coming Monday is when I finish it off, you guys. So I need a whole bunch of sweet treats to like go around. Not a whole bunch, but I need some sweet treats because I want to load this layer and this layer with all cute sweet treats, okay? So I had this Peep made. Congratulations, Kathy. I had this Peep macaron cookie made. I was going to put some of the sprinkles around the edge. I have an M candy. I was going to add rhinestones. I have a macaron cookie. I made an Oreo cookie for something, and then I cut it in half, and then I didn't end up using it, but I thought it would be good for this because I could add like a half of a cookie like in between some of the other treats and stuff. So I never throw anything out, even though I cut it in half and didn't use it. I saved it. And then some leftover from creating a lollipop, I made some peppermint sticks. So that's what I have. Oh, and I grabbed one of these tiny 3D printed cupcake liners from Michelle that I thought would be cute to make a little tiny cupcake. Because wouldn't you want like a cupcake at a tea party? So for the rest of my time, I have like 20 minutes of time until, actually Mrs. P was on at 4 and she's not. She cracked a rib, you guys, Mrs. P. So she's not live today. So I pulled out all my treat molds. Let's do the cupcake really quick. Let me get a piece of yucky clay to put inside there. Let me grab a piece of yucky clay. Okay, here's some of, I have a container in my other closet of yucky clay. I'll put some yucky clay inside here. I'll add a little bit of glue so it'll stick. Keep sticking a toothpick in this. It's so hard to get out. There's nothing clogging it. I'll probably have to take it and run it under hot water. See if I can get the top off. Okay, yeah. You guys, I have that trigger finger. Here, thank you, Kathy. I got your message. I'll get that out to you tomorrow. I have that trigger finger, and I was telling my daughter-in-law about it. She's a physical therapist last weekend, and she recommended a little splint to put on the finger at night to keep it straight, because I love to snuggle with my blankies at night. So when I go to sleep, I sleep on my side, and I have a fluffy blankie that I sleep with close to my face, and I snuggle up with it like this, and I tend to go, see that? I can't even close it all the way. That's the one. See? I can't. I could push it down, but it hurts. I can't close that finger all the way. It's something with the tendon that gets tight on a trigger finger. I don't know. Just started happening, guys. But anyway, she sent me and I ordered it and I slept with it last night. First time, it's just a one finger little splint that you put on with Velcro, and it keeps the finger straight, because when I would wake up in the morning after sleeping like this with it curled up, it would be so hard. Okay, Sherry, tell me, what do you mean you have to have surgery on yours? I wasn't even sure if there's a way to fix it. What is it? I haven't gone to a doctor. What is it? And if you don't want to live with that, how do you fix it? But anyways, I woke up this morning and it wasn't stiff and painful because it stayed straight all night, and I wasn't curled up with it. Had to have surgery. Tell me about that. I don't want to have surgery. Ah! It's my right hand, you guys, and I am right-handed. So it is no bueno. This is really old clay. I can't even move it around, guys. But for what we need it for, it's perfect. Just shove it in there to... My hubby had surgery for trigger finger. Tell me, guys, tell me. Like what? Do they have to knock you out? Is it like surgery? They release it. Did it at the same time as carpal tunnel. So you have to like be put asleep. This is like real surgery. I don't want to do that. It scars me so much. Scars me. All right, I need some cookie dough. Where's my cookie dough? Some cookie dough to make our cupcake top. Hi, Kathleen. I hope you're having a better day today. Right and left hand, and it's not bad. I'm assuming it's like outpatient surgery, but when you're saying surgery, you're not awake. They put you to sleep down for 4 or 5 days due to bandages. I think he had 2 trigger fingers on each hand. They had done it at the same time. Some will do it in a twilight. What's a twilight? Is that when you're like awake, but you're like, you don't really know what's going on? Yeah. I had surgery years back when I had my hysterectomy. It's not pleasant. I don't ever have to do that again. Surgery, that would be good. I didn't like it. So you wait for them cutting. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Is it twilight? He said he was awake the whole time. They numbed it. And okay. Yeah, if he could feel it, yeah, I guess I wouldn't want to feel it. So it never gets better. Terminex is calling me. Terminex, I cannot pick up the phone right now. I'm sorry. All right, I need a little bit more glue on the edges of this cupcake. I have to make the bunny. Oh, good, Kathy, good. Maybe you can incorporate some of the sprinkles I'm gonna send you into your bunny. Like, be cute to put the sprinkles on the ears, or put the sprinkles on the carrot, or the top of the carrot. That would be cute. All right, so I'm just going to add some tacky glue onto the top of this dried up clay, because I feel like the clay wouldn't even stick to it because it's so old and dried up. And then on the edge of the 3D printed cupcake liner. Feel better. Only surgery makes it feel better. He said he would do it again if he had to. Once they did it, he was fine. Once they did it, it was fine. Yeah. Guys, I'm probably gonna have to. I'm probably gonna have to, because I mean, it's not getting any better. And I don't want to live with it like the rest of my life. Like that. All right, there's our cupcake topper, and I'm pushing it down. There's like a little ridge on the actual cupcake liner, so I want the clay to cover that ridge. We don't want to see that ridge. All right, so there's the little cupcake. So cute. Terminix, give me a call. And then frosting. Let's do frosting on the top. Let's get some of my regular white. Yeah, you guys, I'm gonna have to bite the bullet probably and get it done. Ugh, what the heck? It just happened, like overnight. It was feeling stiff for a little bit, and then I started having the finger that Brian said the finger thing that you bought didn't work for him, but I hope it works for you. Yeah. It felt much better this morning when I woke up, because like I said, when I sleep, I tend to go like this with the blinkies and sleep on my side. And when I would wake up in the morning, I couldn't even open this finger up. I would have to push it and it would hurt so bad. This morning, because I slept with it, like I think I curled my, I'm not gonna do that on camera because it's that finger, of course. My other fingers probably curled around the blanket, but that one stayed straight. So when I woke up this morning, it didn't ache and hurt, and it wasn't stiff like it usually has been. So at least there was that. All right, we're gonna roll a worm and make some frosting for this cupcake. I don't need a heck of a lot because it's a small little cupcake. I know what Terminix was calling me back. I always curl my hands too. Yeah, Sherry, yeah. That's what my daughter-in-law, who's the physical therapist, says, you know, Mom, try at minimum just getting this brace, and that'll help you at night. During the day, it's fine. When I'm using it during the day, I just can't make a complete fist. See how this hand, I can curl them all down tight, and this hand, I can't with that finger. If I push it, I can, but it hurts. So I don't push it. But if it helps a little at night, but I probably really should just get it looked at and taken care of. All right, so I'm gonna make a little teardrop to put in the middle so our frosting won't collapse on itself. Smooth this out to get it as even as possible. No wrinkles, and try to get it, you know, so it's the same kind of width going all the way around. And then how I do mine is I kind of press down on the end where we're going to start to flatten it out a little. This might be a little too much. Cut that off. You can use anything in the middle, guys. You could use a little scrap piece of styrofoam, piece of wine cork. You just need something in there to layer this up on. Has one also, and the doctor didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, it's not. I feel like I could live with it. It's just a little bit of a nuisance. And because it's on my right hand, like when I go to unscrew a top now, that hand is a little weaker because I don't really have the strength of that finger. So it's not really that big of a deal. And if it doesn't get any worse than what it is now, I certainly could live with it. But if it keeps getting worse, I will definitely want to get it taken care of. Well, all right, and then when we get to the top, see, I had way more than what I needed, but I tell you that all the time, guys. I'd rather have more than what I need than run out and have to piece the frosting together, because that just never comes out good. I'm probably gonna put a cherry on the top of this. So I'm just gonna cut it off blunt. I'm not gonna do the little swoopy curl. You could do the little swoopy curl if you're just doing the frosting, but I think I'm gonna put a cherry on the top of mine. All right, and then I'm gonna push it down because it was pretty tall. Pretty tall. Cute. Quick and easy. Checked. Yes, Kathy, I do. Yeah, I do need to get it checked. I just don't want to. All right, what color cherry should we make? I know cherries are red, but there's no red on my, it's all pinks and greens and aquas. So, do we want an orange cherry, a green cherry, a lavender cherry, a yellow cherry? Let's take another vote. You guys are my designers today. You guys are doing the designing. I'm just doing the legwork. What color cherry do you want on this little cutie patootie cupcake? And see, I flattened it out at the top so we could put our cherry. Well, you guys are deciding. I do have a little piece of leftover toothpick here. I'm going to add it to the top. So then when we add our cherry, it'll have something to grab onto. Okay. Pink, but the bottom is pink. We want a different color. The liner is pink, so let's do a different color for the cherry. No red, because I have no red on my bunny tea party cake. It's all the Candyland colors. That's what I was saying. Traditionally, cherries are red, but I didn't want to do red. Sherry says orange. Lisa says green. Anne says lavender. Should we go with majority rules or should we go with the first one to comment? Yellow, aqua. We have every single color under the rainbow now. Blue and aqua are kind of the same. So I feel like that's the majority rule so far. All right, I did not use saltwater taffy. I'm pretty sure I used powder blue, like on our little teapot. So I don't want to mix blues. I'm going to use the same blue that we're sticking to for the whole design. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have this blue on several of the elements and then switch to this blue. I want to keep all the blues the same. Okay, so I feel like Maricela said aqua, Carissa said blue, so those are blue. I don't know how I would do multicolor, Sherry. That would be cool though. Mint. Yes, those are my colors. So this is what I'm making the goodies for. My bunny tea party cake. I know it's hard to see it so far away. I'm gonna finish it on Monday and we're making treats to go on it. All right, so let's make a little cherry to go on top. How cute is this little teapot? These came out so cute. Oh my gosh. I used a styrofoam ball to make the teapot. All right, this is way too much clay. It's gonna be a gigantic cherry. We don't need it that big. It's still a smidge big. We'll make it a tiny bit smaller. Okay, it's 10 up. I have 10 minutes. Maybe we'll add the sprinkles on the Pea Bunny next. I could get that done in 10 minutes. There's our cherry on the top. Oh my gosh, guys, look at how adorable. How cute is that? Oh my goodness. Yeah, those are my colors. I feel like though I want to give it a little stem. A stem on the top. So let's make a little stem with some of my gold wire that you guys see me use to make my cherry stems. It's real heavy duty gold wire. I don't even remember the gauge. I bought it so long, 2 years ago when I started fake baking. It's the kind that Crystal uses. And she had a link to it. I got it from Amazon. So I just, with my pliers, make a little loop and then cut it off. And I'm not gonna get crazy with a big stem because it's a tiny little cupcake. So I'll just cut it off there. I'll make a pilot hole in the top of the cherry. Still very wet clay. If you have the opportunity to let it dry and wait, do that. But I'm doing it live with y'all, so I just did it. And then stick that right into the cherry. There you have. There you have. So cute. So cute. And I will no doubt probably put diamond dust on the frosting after it has had a chance to dry. Or maybe sprinkles on the cupcake instead. But it's so cute. It's so cute. You guys will want to come back Monday and see me put this all together. I can't wait to see it all come together. Those of you that have been following all month long, I'm sure you're anxious to see it all come together. All right, and then next, I have 7 minutes. Let's go ahead and add sprinkles to our Pea Bunny. She's all dry because I made her a couple of weeks ago. So I'm gonna get my sprinkle tray and add some of my new bunny tail sprinkle mix. Then we're gonna go around with some clear tacky glue all around the white center of our Peep macaron cookie. Make sure it's liberally covered with glue because I want the sprinkles to stick real chunky. I don't want any areas that don't have the sprinkles. I'm getting my small glue brush that's sitting over in my cup of water over there. I showed that, so now you guys all know. And that little cup, Maricela got one too, is from the Dollar Tree. It's just called a paintbrush cup. And I keep my glue brushes in it, and then it has little circle holders on the side. That's where I keep my oil brush. So my glue brushes and my oil brush are handy to me all the time. Right there. They just sit there. I don't put the oil brush in the water. I put the glue brushes in the water, like in between. Like right now, this glue brush, I'll just stick it in that water and it keeps it good. And doesn't let that glue dry on the brush if you had it just sitting out and ruin your brush. Your brush would get ruined. You guys have seen me do this before. You just keep going around and mashing it into the sprinkles. There's a gumball that's stuck right in the middle, and I don't think I want a gumball stuck right in the middle of the ears. You guys see? Can you see that gumball right there? It's not allowing any of the other sprinkles to get in there. It's taking up all the room. We want some of the jimmies and the smaller stuff to get in there. The little silver sprinkles. How cute. All right, let me tap this off. Let me lay down any jimmies that are misbehaving and standing straight up in the air. Tap off any that are not stuck in glue. It's looking adorable. I love a chunky monkey. A chunky monkey. Liberally sprinkled or glittered accessory. Mrs. P is not on, so she's in the 4 o'clock spot. I could keep going, but I've been on for 2 hours. I think I'll quit for the day, at least on camera. Go get something to drink. We're doing leftovers for dinner, so I don't have to cook. Who's a fan of leftovers? Yes, Tammy, are you going to join me on Monday to see how that cake comes together? I've been working on it all month long. It's a labor of love for sure. This is looking cute, guys. All right, looks good to me. I'll set it aside and let all of the sprinkles dry into the glue. But look at how cute. It's covered on all the sides. The little peep. Sherry, you want to see it come together too? All right, so we'll add that to the side over here with our other goodies. I haven't decided yet if I want to do diamond dust on the frosting or sprinkles down here or both. You like to see what I make? What comes out of my head? Scary place sometimes, guys. Scary place. All right. I can let you go, or I could do one more little cookie or something. Feel like I want to do, I can show you really quick how to make a little s'mores cookie, if you guys want to see. I already did a macaron. Not to say I can't have more than one macaron. And I have a whole bunch of stuff pre-made, guys. Sometimes on Sundays when I'm sitting watching my movies, I would just sit on the couch and put things in my molds and then stick them in the freezer and pre-make a bunch of little candies. So then when I'm designing and creating, if I need something little, I can just pull from it. These are all made with molds and foam clay that I pre-make them up ahead of time. I have tons of little containers over here with pre-made things using my molds. I could show you, for those of you that haven't seen, a lot of you have seen me make. Hey, Desiree, love bug, how are you? Welcome in. I didn't see you sneak in. This is a graham cracker mold I got off of Etsy a long time ago. I like this one because it has the line down the middle. So I cut it out and then I cut it on the line down the middle and it makes a smaller rectangle s'more. This is the one I got from Miss Jan. I'm not sure if she's still on. She said she was going to go take a nap. Makes a larger s'more. But for my tea party cake, I need a smaller one. Let's do lavender. Because out of the candies and the cupcakes and stuff that I've made so far, I don't have anything really lavender. So let's make a lavender graham cracker s'more cookie. We're just going to do the graham cracker and then the marshmallow center. I'm not going to put any like chocolate drip on it because this is very Candyland. So I don't really want to introduce any dark colors. I might could do the sprinkles around the edges like we just did for the peep. That would be cute. I've done that before when I've made Candyland s'more cookies. All right, I'm pushing it in the mold really good. Getting all the sides really good down in there. So when we pop it out, it gives a nice, good impression. Cut the excess off. Smooth it out a little bit better. Doesn't matter what this side looks like because that's going to be the inside of the cookie and you'll never see it. You want to be more concerned with this side, the inside looks, so you get a nice, good impression. So once it's in there really good, I go around a good 4 times on each side and push it down with a good amount of pressure. And then to release it, if it's a larger mold like this that you could get out right away and don't have to put it in your freezer, just pull on the sides and it'll pop right out. See how it makes the 2 graham crackers, but it's got the line down the middle. So then I just come in with my bench scraper and then cut it apart right along that line. And that one side is smooth now because I cut it. I'm probably going to have that side up against the cake so you would never see that smooth side as opposed to the graham cracker. But to fix that, if you were going to be able to see it on all 4 sides, just come in with your toothbrush that you use for crafting and give it a gentle little what do you call it? Texture. Give it a gentle little texture. And then this way, if you're going to see what I'm saying, I would probably put it like that up against the cake so you wouldn't see that side. But if you were going to, hey Sandra, if you were going to see it on all the sides, this is how you could, if you had that mold and you cut it in half, that's how you could fix it. Gives it some light texturing on that side. And then you can even come in with like some sort of spatula tool because you see the deep grooves from the mold. You could come in with some sort of little tool and make some grooves and then go back over with your toothbrush again to smooth them out so they don't look so manufactured. So they look a little bit more organic like that. Because when you first put them in, it does look a little fake. But then when you come back in with your toothbrush, it'll smooth it out. All right, and then I just come in with some white and just eyeball it, however much you need for the size of your cookie and however thick you want your marshmallow filling. I like my marshmallow filling thick because I tend to do this technique on it and add the sprinkles. And I just roll a log, mash it down with my hand a little, finger press it so you get it roughly the size of your graham cracker cookie. And I even like it like not uniform on the edges, like a little scallop to make it look like melted marshmallow. Gives a more realistic look. And see, we did that perfect. It was just the perfect size for our s'more cookie. So layer it on the bottom, at the top, push it down so all your clay touches, and then you have your little cookie. Okay? I'm gonna set this aside and let it dry, and then I probably will add the sprinkles to the middle like we did for the peep. All right, do you guys want me to let you go? Do you want me to make another treat? Or are you done? Are you done watching? I'm looking to see what I haven't done yet. I got this from Jan. It's one of those peanut butter cookies. Do that. What else do I have in my bag of tricks? Those are all those candies that I have pre-made, so I don't need to make any more of them. I have tons. You're good, meaning keep going or you're done. You're done. I'm looking to see what else I might want to make. These are cute, but they're very small. That might be cute though, to have some itty bitty carrots. These make itty bitty carrots. Oh, I have another mold that I wanted to make some stuff with. This one is cute. It makes little bunny heads, and the bunnies have bows and little carrots. We can make up some of those. Keep going. Okay. Not sure if that Nutter Butter cookie will be too big. I want everything to be small on this. All right, let's make a carrot. I know for sure. And I'm looking at my, it's pretty full already. Because we did those cookies. The teacups and the bunny on the cake stand, the teapot and the other teapot. We did those cookies. Then I have some resin knitted, you guys probably can't see it so far away. Some resin knitted white bunnies. Make another treat, okay. Then I was gonna add the little teapot. It's gonna go right over here on the side. And then we did the cookies. Did we do these last week? Last Monday? These are gonna go along the sides of the cake, and then I thought I would have the treats spilling out in front of them. It's gonna be a lot, guys. There's gonna be a lot on this cake. Here's the little knitted 3D printed bunnies. I have one sitting down and one laying down. I got them from Dawn's Fakery and 3D Gifts. And the little cake stand I got from her as well. And the bunny I made, and she's holding the carrot. This is going to be so cute when it's done. I can't wait to see it done too. How's your weather, Kathleen? I would imagine you're into your nice weather months. I've been to Hawaii 3 times, Maui once in January, Oahu twice, once in I want to say June or July, and once I want to say in October. And all 3 of those times, the weather was beautiful. In January, it was like cool in the mornings. It warmed up to the 70s in the afternoon. It was just always beautiful. So I'm doing the leaves at the top of this cute little carrot mold. I don't even remember where I got this carrot mold, guys. I want to say Michael's last year, maybe. Yeah. I went one time, I and my 2 sons, we tagged along on a business trip that my husband had. So that was good. Because the room was paid for by the company. His airfare and his food was paid for by the company. The second time I went was a girls' trip with a girlfriend and her daughter. That was fun. Completely different vibe, not going with your family. I was very footloose and fancy-free because I didn't have to worry about husband and kids. And then the third time I went was with my husband and boys again, and the boys were already middle school, early high school, And that was a different vibe than the first time we went because they were older. First time we went, they were young. Yeah, I'm hoping that too, Desiree, because I saw her mentioning about that the other day. All right, we'll push that in really good. And then, well, it's one of the ones that comes out pretty easily out of the mold because it's a very flexible mold. We'll set that off to the side to dry. I might make a couple of little carrots. That's really cute. Let me make another one really quick while I have all the colors here. Business trip with your husband to Miami. You had such a good time. Yeah, I've never been to Miami to stay and visit. I've gone through it, like traveling through it. Flew into Miami for a cruise one time. Raining every day. Poured again last night until this morning. Overcast now. Makawa. In a world of its own, yeah. I know from one side of the island to the other, it's so completely different. When we were on Oahu, one side was rainforesty and the other side was desert on the same island. It was so weird. We were in Waikiki and it was one type of weather, and then we went over to the Koala Ranch where we did a bunch of activities. We went on a backlot bus tour and they showed us where they filmed Lost and Jurassic Park. And we did ATVs and we went on a catamaran boat to Chinaman's Island. And then at the end of the day, we had a luau. It was like a whole package where you go and you just pick you pick 4 or 5 activities that you want based on whatever package you buy. And that had a completely different climate than like Waikiki and close to Waikiki where the Diamond Head Mountain was. We did that one day too. We climbed Diamond Head Mountain, the 2,000 steps to get to the top of Diamond Head. That was fun. I don't know if I could do it now that I'm 61. I did it when I was in my 40s. And it was strenuous. Yeah, our weather's nice today here. It's sunny, breezy, springy. Nice out today. All right. I don't know if I want to do any more than 2 carrots. Or maybe 1 for each layer. It's a 3-tiered cake. So 1 little carrot for each of the layers maybe. Quick enough to make, guys. Quick and easy. So it's not gonna hurt to make another one. And it does just pop out really easy. Cute. Might as well make 1 more. Since I got the clay out and I got the mold out, we might as well just do it. It goes pretty quick. Maui and Oahu had massive flooding, several areas with 2 back-to-back storms. Kathleen, so scary. So scary. And the islands are very hilly. There's lots of, I did not know until I visited Hawaii, the islands are very mountainous. So yeah, besides the rain coming down that could have localized flooding, you have all the wash-off water coming down from the mountains and all of the waterfalls and the rivers and streams and stuff. So by the time it gets all the way down to the flat areas that are already overcome with the water from the rain, then that's when I imagine you have the flooding. Yes, I'm 61. I'll be 62 this August. That's why I have the trigger finger. See, I went like that, like a trigger. I didn't hold up which finger it is because that would be obscene. Facebook would put me in jail. When my accounts got hacked, guys, I was in Facebook jail for 10 days, commenting jail. Because they're like, oh, you've been spamming, there's been spam activity noticed on your account. And I'm like, yes, that's because someone hacked my account and took over my Facebook and my PayPal and my credit card. They didn't care. They never replied. I sent them like 5 reports. Yeah, Kathleen, I can imagine. Yeah. I can imagine. The waterfalls are so pretty, but when there's lots of rain and flooding, it'd be scary to live near one. When we visited Maui, the first time we went, we did the road to Hana. That was another one, guys. Holy cow. You get nauseous because it's one lane and it's like this, back and forth and up and down and back and forth and up and down. You get car sick. Even if you don't get car sick, you'll get car sick going on that road to Hana. All right, we got 3 carrots now. That was quick. That was super quick. All right. Put it over. I have my parchment over here with my pieces drying. Do I want to make some Oreos not cut in half? Because I might or might not use this cut in half one. I probably shouldn't have said the actual name of it on camera. What color? What color? I have all the carrots that are orange. I have a lavender cookie, a pink and blue cupcake, and yellow peep. Feel like I needed something more lavender. So let's make a lavender. We'll make a couple Oreos. We'll make a couple. I have a green one that I cut in half that I may or may not use. I feel like I could put the cup part up against the cake rounds and then build things around it. I'll have that as an option to use. Locked up and cuffed. Yeah, it's crazy. Yes. I don't know what's going on with them, Kathleen. It seems like they've really been over the top lately with putting people in Facebook jail for no reason, for no good reason at all. Like mine, okay, it was a good reason. There was legitimate spam activity, but I wasn't the one that did it. And I kept explaining to them, I was locked out of my account. You helped me recover my actual account. I had to change my email. I had to reset my password. You can see that I did all of that. So the spam activity wasn't me. I wasn't the one doing the spam activity. So why am I being penalized for it? Luckily, I still had access to my account and I still could go live. I just couldn't comment for 10 days, which was a bummer because when I watch lives, I love to comment. What is the reason, not me, for Kathleen and AAA to have been locked out? I don't know what their reasons were. Sometimes they don't even give you a reason. Like Michelle Crafty Man was recently in jail and she's like, I don't know why. I didn't do anything. I wasn't even really commenting. They just said you're restricted for 1 week. Okay, so there's our 2 Oreo halves. Commenting too much, which they encourage, I know. I don't understand that. I don't get it. They want you to engage. They want you to share. They want you to use the platform to help the algorithms. And then when you do use it, then they say, oh, you're in jail. You used it too much. And I mean, we're not even being excessive, so I don't get it. All right, then I'm just going to take a little white to put the cream center. Maureen, hi. I've been live for 10 hours so far. Maureen, just kidding. I came on at 2, so I'm going to go off right after this cookie. My regular slot was 3 to 4. No one was in the 2 o'clock spot, so I came on 2 to 4. And then PM cracked a rib, bless her heart. So she's like, I'm not coming on. So I'm using a little bit of her spot right now. I'm gonna go off now, guys, though, because I feel like I don't want to monopolize your time or the platform. I don't want Facebook to kick me off. Look at how cute. That made a little sandwich cookie. I'm gonna lightly push it down because I don't want to deboss any of that. I'm gonna cover the name. I don't want to deboss any of that pretty, the pattern of the cookie. Nuts, right, Diane? Nuts. Hi, Brenda. I'll probably make another Oreo. I have this one that I cut in half for another project and didn't you? Once you are on a live sale bidding, cuffed for commenting, stop. Kathleen, stop. That's just cuckoo crazy. I don't get it. I think I want to have three sweet treats of each of the colors. So I have 3 orange carrots. I have a yellow peep and a yellow M. I have a lavender sandwich cookie and a lavender graham cracker cookie. I can do a macaron cookie. I think this was made using my smaller macaron cookie mold. As I just said, oh, I'm gonna let you go. And here I am keeping you. I have this mold that makes smaller macaron cookies. This one makes one side of the macaron cookie, you pop it out, you make another side of the macaron cookie, pop it out, and then you just make your cream center or whatever and put it in the middle. This one makes the entire macaron cookie. So what I have found I have to do is put half the clay in and then put my white center and then put another half of the clay in because it's deep. It makes the whole cookie all at once, not 2 halves that you would have to put together. So let's do this one here on the end. Put some oil in there because it's very deep. And then, like I said, I kind of want 3 sweet treats of all the different colors. So let's do a lavender. I want to have options. So when I start putting this together, thank you, Kathleen. When I start putting this together on Monday, I'm gonna have my tray like Wendy does with all of my options. And I want to be able to pull, I'm gonna pull some bubblegum beads. I want to be able to pull at will and add stuff at will. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to stop and go back and make oh, dang, I wish I had another macaron cookie. I want to have all of the options in front of me. So as I'm designing, finishing the cake, I can just pull from all of my pre-made things. And we'll design it together and we'll make it look cute. All right, so this is what I was saying. I put half of the clay in. I'm pulling the edges away a little and finger pressing it down so it doesn't leave a big ridge. And then I'll come in with a little of the white. Make a thin worm and wrap it around that one. You could, but I feel like you would lose some of the, I'll hold it up close, you would lose some of the impression, and then I'd have to come back in with the worm, with the toothbrush, which would be fine. And, see how the center all has the impression? You could do that to recreate the impression. But this is pretty easy. You just put a little bit of the colored clay, then put a little bit of whatever you want to put as your center color. I'm going to start with a little. I don't want to put too much. Put the white in there. And then I finger press that all the way down, all the way around. Yeah, I do need this little bit more. That's a great idea though, Lisa. That's a great idea. Work smarter, not harder, right? So now I've got the lavender layer. Then I've got the white layer. And then I come back in with some more lavender to top it off. And then when I pop it out, you'll have the whole thing made all at once. This is another one that I like to pull out and make a bunch of cookies all at once and have them all drying. And then, you are Kathleen? What are you making? What are you making? Or are you just making them to have, like I am, to pull from when you need them? This is another one. I like to make macarons up ahead of time and then have them sitting in my arsenal if I need to pull them and use them for something. All right, and then I can't remember if this is one. This might be one I need to put in the freezer, you guys. Can't remember. Let me see if I can coax it out. Oh, it came out. All right. And I just, the bottom one looks weird. I reshape it. Come in with my toothbrush. I love working with foam clay, you guys. I'm also crocheting a blanket right now for my one granddaughter. She turns 1 in May. And for all my little grandbabies, I've made them all a crochet blanket with their name on it when they turned 1. So I have to make her one too. There's a little lavender one. See how you get that impression? By doing it that way, you get that impression on your middle layer. All right, I have 3 lavender, I have 3 orange. I have more than 3. I have 3 orange carrots and 1 orange macaron cookie. I have 2 yellow, so I feel like I need another yellow. Let's do another yellow. And then I'm probably gonna sign off, guys, let you go. It's 4:30 here. We're having leftovers for dinner, yay. I bought one of those already roasted chickens from the grocery store this week. I love doing that, guys. And him and I can eat off that for 2, sometimes 3 meals. Because you got the 2 breasts and then you've got the legs. The wings don't have much meat. But we definitely can get several meals out of it. That's a little bit too much yellow to start off with. Pull back on some of that yellow. Then I did mashed potatoes and corn. And then the other day I did quick spaghetti and meatballs, not from scratch. I did the canned sauce. I cooked up a box of pasta on Sunday. And then I did the frozen meatballs. It was yummy, you guys. It was yummy. It wasn't from scratch, but it was still yummy. Sunday was the day we came back from the kids on Saturday. And I was so tired on Sunday, I couldn't think of spending a lot of time cooking in the kitchen. So that was a good decorating a cookie chocolate box. Gonna fill it macarons. Extra for future, yep. It's always good to have some extra. Like I have my little bags of flowers that I make the flowers up ahead of time that I have to put in the freezer. And then whenever I need a flower, I can just grab my little baggies with already made flowers. And hopefully I'll have the right color and the right size. All right, let's put our cream center. Start off with just a little to begin with. So windy. The wind is picked up today. All right, yep, and I do need a little bit more. They have us on the calendar April 16th for our pressure washing, guys. Oh my gosh, that I feel like that's so far away. Everything outside is so filthy dirty. My house and my furniture, everything's so dirty. From the pollen. Our house is dirty because it's 2 years old and it hasn't been pressure washed yet. So it needs like a general cleaning. But then like my porches and all my patio furniture is so dirty from the pollen. But there's no sense getting it washed sooner because you have to wait until the pollen stops falling. You just would waste your money. And it's not cheap, guys. They're charging us $400 to pressure wash the house, the windows, and all of the outdoor patio furniture. Pasta shapes at Home Goods. Yes. I do love the gourmet food stuff at Home Goods. We don't have a Home Goods here close to us. The closest Home Goods is like 40 minutes away. I miss it. I used to shop at Home Goods a lot, all the time. It's probably a good thing because now I'm not shopping at Home Goods a lot, all the time. It's probably a good thing. All right, push this in really good. And all the sides so it gets all that yummy macaron, bubbly goodness on the sides. And just pull it apart, work it, and I'm pushing up on the bottom as I'm pulling it apart. And then if you just wiggle it, it should pop out. Reshape the bottom as needed, and then come in with my toothbrush. Yeah, I gotta start working on some custom order stuff. But when I finish that, I'll probably make up a bunch of macaron cookies. It's a little wonky on the top. Why is it wonky on the top? I pushed it in there really good. Okay, that's cute. All right, here's where we're at. I'll pull this over. Here's where we're at with our sweet treats so far. We've got our mini cupcake that I'll probably add sprinkles to. We've got our little mini lavender s'more. We've got a lavender sandwich cookie. We have an orange and a lavender and a yellow macaron cookie. We have a green Oreo cut in half from weeks and weeks ago, some leftover lollipop twists that I turned into peppermint sticks. We have our Pea Bunny cookie, and we have 3 carrots. So that's where I'm at so far. I'll probably make up a few more things. Probably want to have like 3 of each. So I have 3 macarons. I have 2 sandwich cookies. I'll make up 1 more. 2 more M candies, 2 more sandwich graham cracker cookies, and maybe 2 more Peeps, just so I have options for Monday. So cute. Thank you. Yeah, I love Home Goods pastas too. I got some cute snowmen ones from there last time I was there. Snowman pasta was so cute. But mark your calendars, guys, and come back and join me Monday at 2 for the Pink Frosting Divas. If you have time, if not, you could watch the replay. And I'm going to put that bunny tea party 3-tiered cake together using all of this goodness. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me extra long today. Let's bring our bunny over. We named her Sweet Pea. Kathy's the one that came up with the name. We're going to let her dry overnight and give her some glitter tomorrow and the little bow in her hair tomorrow after she dries. That was my project for today. I love how she turned out. If anyone's interested in adopting her, send me a private message. She's looking for her new home. And again, thanks for hanging out with me today. Extra long. I appreciate it. And it was fun to just craft and chat with everyone. I am off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I hope you guys have an amazing, wonderful weekend. I'll be back Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern for the Pink Frosting Divas. Until then, guys, be sweet. I love you all. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys.